Oh, look at me listening to Justice. Forgot I was listening to Justice, y'all. Let's see. Let me see here. Um, um, oh, that's what it is. Okay. Hey y'all, whatever two people that is, whoever the two people are in the chat, thanks for coming in and thanks for hitting the like button. I appreciate y'all for that. Whoever you are, thanks for supporting with that like. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to share live. Ugh, it's cold. Let me see. Let's see. Share. Hey, just here to laugh. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? How are you? Okay, I'm just sharing the live, y'all. Hold on one second. Share. Create post. We're about to talk about your video. Healthy meals. That's what we're about to talk about. You're doing okay? Good. I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm sitting up here freezing. I was live on It's Grandma's World earlier, and I asked people what topic did they want to talk about over here on this page because I said I was coming live over here every day this week. And I think it was Chris that said she wants to talk about healthy meals. So that's why we're doing it. Okay, Tanya, you made it in. Good. I'm freezing, y'all. I am literally freezing. And it's sad because all I got to do is turn my air off. But I can't stand the way my house feels without the air on, y'all. Even in the wintertime, I have this air on. It's like I could just get a blanket because I'm probably not going to stay cold long. So my nose is getting stuffy and everything. But once I heat up, then I'll be able to take it off. So I'm like, I just grab a blanket. So I got my blanket on. And I don't feel like sitting at the table. I'm like, no, I want to sit on the couch. And it's real cold over here because this vent is up under this window. And that air be shooting on my feet and shooting up this doggone thing. Ooh. That's why you see those shears moving a little bit because the air is kicking up. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get enough people in here. We're going to talk about healthy meals. If y'all not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And I want everybody who can or is willing to drop in the chat to share. Let me let Chris know I'm live because she's the one who wants to do the live on healthy meals. I want y'all to drop in the chat and drop a healthy meal that y'all can share to help everybody out who has questions about what can I eat as a healthy meal. Let me see. Tanya said, yeah, I made it. I made it. I had to take the chicken out. But it didn't burn, did it? It didn't burn, did it, Tanya? Just in the last said, I'll be 64 next month. And I walk sometimes 5 miles a day. But I don't watch what I eat. Shame on me. Man. Wait, 63. You're 63 and you'll be 64 or you're 62 and be 63. Either one, that's so good that you're on the path of, you're doing like the hardest part. Like, cause people, okay, so I guess it's like, it goes hand to hand. Cause this is what my doctor told me. He said, unless you get that eating together, I don't care how much you get in that pool, how much you walk or anything else, because all you're going to do is eat those calories back. But on the other hand, he said, if you watch what you ate, if you never exercise, you'll still lose weight. You'll still lose weight. It may complement it. It may make you lose more pounds. But if you simply only eat right, it's nothing stopping you from losing weight. And I was like, oh, I was kind of trying to use that as an excuse that my leg hurt. I can't exercise. I can't be doing all of that. And he said, so like, let me know, like, it's no excuse because you would still be able to lose weight. He said he compared it to that movie with Tom Hanks, I think. And it was called, dang, he was stuck on I forgot the name of it. Man, I finally forgot. Okay, he was stuck on the ocean or by the beach or something, by the water. He was stranded and he didn't have anything to eat and he was like losing weight. He never exercised or anything, just the fact that he was there on that beach and he wasn't able to eat. Or not beach, maybe the ocean or something. I don't know. He cast away or something, I think it's called, and he still lost the weight. So he gave me that analogy, and I was like, okay. So in other words, it goes hand in hand. No matter how much you exercise, if you don't eat right, you're going to eat the calories back on you. And then if you don't, if you don't eat, if you eat right and don't exercise, you're not giving yourself your full potential of even losing more weight. So that's just the thing. But just here to laugh, if you're already walking, like all you got to do is start making those small steps. Y'all, listen, don't ever, I want people to never think, when you see a fat person, do not think that they don't know how to lose weight. I promise you, the average, maybe not all, but the average fat person, I gotta hang now. But the average fat person knows everything about losing weight because it's been a part of their life. That everybody, even when people are not fat, they're trying to lose weight. Like they're like, I gotta lose 5 pounds. I gotta lose 2 pounds. People like are in a constant state. That's like the biggest marketing, biggest sales and marketing that's out there, because people are always in a state of losing weight before they have a baby, after they have a baby, before they get this job, after they get a job, when they get this age, but when they hit this age. It's just people are always in a thing with weight and wanting to lose weight. So therefore, people who are fat, and if they've been fat like out of a lot of years of their life, they have researched every way. They've tried every diet. They've looked up every carb. They looked up every calorie. They looked up every exercise. They tried this. They tried that. So trial and error lets them know. So a fat person is always going to have to tell you, even though they might say, I took this shake, I took this protein shake, I took this drink, I took this pill, I took this whatever. They are all going to tell you, just like your doctor's going to tell you, that if you don't watch what you eat and exercise, nothing's gonna work. No surgeries, nothing's gonna work. So therefore, if you already exercise, all you gotta do is make small changes with your food and you'll have it. And you don't have to make big changes. Like the big changes is what make people gain more weight. Because you did things to deprive yourself. You did things that you would not be normally doing in your regular lifestyle. You totally went away from what you do normally and start doing some drastic stuff. So you're not going to sustain that because you want to get back to your regular life. Instead of making small changes that you can incorporate in your life that you won't miss and that you can adjust to get rid of this and put this in place of it like forever or most of the time, things like that. That's the only thing that's going to help us. So if you exercise like that, you're already doing half the battle. Tanya said, the hardest part to me is eating right, but I do well most days. Yes, and most days is the thing. That's my whole thing. What I was saying earlier, I had those 3 cinnamon toast crunch cookies that I'm just worried about the most days. Because if you can get most days, that's all it is. Because even the fittest person is not eating lettuce all day, day in, day out, day after day. They are not. So the thing is, most of the time, moderation, portion control, and try to get the nutrients you need, and realizing that vegetables are your friend and that you have to find vegetables that you like and like lean hard on them. And then if you are a meat eater, knowing that protein is your friend, or even if you're not a meat eater, learning that you have to find protein, because protein is really important when you lose a weight. That's very important. So let me see. So yes, Haya, most days is the most important. Most days is most important because say if you do good 5 days, as long as you don't lose your mind in the next 2 days, you'll be okay. So like if you just feel like some people don't watch what they eat on weekends, but as long as they don't go crazy, they'll be good. It's the binging and gorging that you do to combat or to try to like put yourself in a, that's what I was explaining earlier when I was saying when people say they're having a cheat, when they were saying they're having a cheat day. I don't call it a cheat day. I call it a day that I indulge. I just try to have very minimal indulging days. And when I indulge, does not mean I'm going to eat the whole pack of cookies. I'm going to eat like 3 cookies. Or I'm not going to eat the whole gallon of ice cream. I might have like a 1 scoop. And this is not every day. This is like maybe every couple of weeks or something like that. So I think that works. In my mind, I think that works. I think it will work for anybody. I think you can ask any doctor. I bet they would say the same thing. So anything that I ever say, I'm going to only be talking through experience, trial and error, what my doctor has told me, and what I researched. And that's just point blank. And I bet if you look it up anywhere, it'll be the right thing. Um, Hold on. Okay, Just Here to Laugh said, that's my hardest part. Also, I'm scared to eat different stuff. Um, what do you mean, like different stuff? Like what? Just here to laugh. Like, do you incorporate like when you like? I have a cousin who's a nutritionalist, right? And she explained to me like if you have a plate, like whatever size your plate is. For one, let's talk about the plates. But when you have a plate, your plate should be half of vegetables. Half of it off top, she says, should be vegetables. Then you work on your protein, or if you choose to have a starch or whatever, or if you're going to have a fruit, you work on that other half with that. But half your plate should always be a starch. But I want to say something about the plants, because one time I took this in college, I took this nutrition class, and I want to tell you something about the plates. Let me see. I even went from 9 Cokes to 2. Good. Okay. That's really good. Let me see. Hi, Charles. Charles has come in, and oh my God, here I come with this where I can't read people's names. Hold on. Let me look at it over here. Okay. TikTok. Oh, TikTok Patriot. Hi, TikTok Patriot. Thanks for coming into the live, y'all. We're talking about healthy meals. If y'all can like the live, make sure you subscribe to the live. About the plates. Okay, I took this nutrition class, and the teacher gave us an example of how plates in the like 60s or 70s used to be, say for instance, like this small. Like if you bought a set of plates, the biggest plate would be about this small, right? Just say about. I don't have the exact measurements, but I'm giving you the example of it. It'll be about this small, right? So over time, like when the 80s and 90s came in, they started doing these plates that are like this. Like if you notice, the plates got really big. They did the big square ones, the odd shaped ones, but they start getting really big, right? So he gave us the example and showed us, like, I got to get the information. I think it's a book on it too. I saw it in a book. I thought I remember having a book. Ooh, I did have the book, but where is it? Maybe I might have to buy it again. I think it's called Eat This, Not That. I think that's the name of the book, right? And they showed you how those plates used to be so much smaller back in the day, right? And now, I mean, so much smaller, yeah, back in the day. And how they made the plates so big. And how that shifted the mind in society. Hey, let me see. Oh my God, I'm late. No problem, Chris. So how when they used to make, Chris, I was just saying how back in the day, my nutrition class, the teacher in there, he taught us that back in the day in the 60s and 70s, the plate size, the largest, you know how they had a plate, saucer, bowl, stuff like that, but the plate size used to be about this big, right? But over time, they start making like those bigger plates, like the square ones, or the bigger in any shape, just circle, it could be anything, but they made them bigger, like a lot bigger, right? And then the saucers got a little bit bigger, right? So he said that was to shift the mindset. So people started thinking, oh, like when I'm fixing my plate, because then you know that like if you got a plate this big, it look kind of crazy to have this much food on there, or this much food in a big plate. So they used our eyesight to be able to make us feel like, you know, like mentally we need to like kind of like fill up the plate for the plate to be full, right? So that's how people started to just start getting more and more food on their plate. And like as that had shifted in the decades, more and more people became obese. Now he made that analysis that was back like in the 90s when he told me that, and it was so true when I look back at it. And he even went to the fast food restaurants. If y'all look at this, y'all look this up on your own. When you do McDonald's, let me see, maybe I can show it on here. If you take McDonald's, right, I'm gonna ask what you call it, Google, how many ounces was a large soda at McDonald's in 1960? Okay, 1960, a large soda was 16 ounces. Let's see how much it is now. How many ounces is a large soda at McDonald's in 2025? How many? 30 ounces. The large went from 16 ounces to 30 ounces. So even the restaurants have started to give you bigger sizes. So like that's when the biggie meals start coming. You get all of this soda. All of the sizes where the cup used to be like this for a large. Now the cups are like this for a large. So everything is like to show us visually to have us desiring more of something. And that's where our shift came with all this, so much more of this obesity, because it's in our mind that, oh, I want a large, but the restaurants are helping us with that. Like, yeah, you want a large. You thinking, oh, more for my money, and they looking like, no, we got you coming back in here. We got you being obese. You gonna want this soda again. You gonna want these fries again. Remember those fries used to be so big? The large used to be so big. That's because they looking like, let me get you on these fries. Let me get you more because your life gonna be dependent on these fries in a minute. So you got all the burgers. The burgers used to be like this back in the day. Oh no, they big now like this. So things like that. All that to shift our minds. So it came from the plates, the cups that we buy from the store, and everything. So instead of us knowing like we should only be having 3 ounces of protein, 3 ounces of meat or whatever, and that our plate should be half full, things like that. We didn't keep with that. We just start feeling like, oh, we got to fill up the container, whether it's our plate or McDonald's cup or whatever it is, we got to fill it up. You know what I mean? So that's where that mindset came from. I always tell them I want a small, but I don't eat out much these days. Let's see how much the small is now. Now remember the large used to be 16 ounces back in the day, right? Let's see. How many ounces is a small soda at McDonald's in 2025? The small is 16 ounces now. What used to be the large is now the small. That's what I'm trying to say. Even when we're asking for the small, like from where things used to be when people cared about, we cared about our health, the restaurants maybe cared about our health. McDonald's has turned, they're the culprit. Y'all don't like McDonald's. I have nothing to do with McDonald's. So I don't care about bashing them. So they made their large drink a small drink. So now when you say, oh, I'm just getting a small, just give me a small. Really, in all reality, if we look at how many ounces of, what did I say, a soda? Let me see if I don't know if Google go give me a healthy amount of that. What's a healthy number of ounces a person should have of soda per day? Is that a such thing? I don't think it. Let's see what it say. Okay. For most people, a healthy amount of soda per day is none. Thank you, Google. But it said 1 can is 12 ounces of a soda a day might not be immediately, meaning like later on in life you might suffer from it, but immediately it won't be harmful. 12 ounces. So if they're saying something that might not harm you immediately is 12 ounces, then you're thinking, okay, I'm going to just give me a small. And that's 4 ounces over what you should have for a day. Now, this might not be a big thing for people who don't drink soda. I don't drink soda, so I wouldn't have 1 ounce. But let's say if we got a soda drinker, like Just Here to Laugh just said, I used to have, how many sodas? Was it, hold on, Just Here to Laugh said, hold on. Wait, where is it? Okay, used to have 9 of these a day. 9 of these a day, which is 12 ounces. Ooh, Just Here to Laugh. I'm so happy you down to that too. Because now she's down to 24 ounces. Now she's down to 24 ounces. So at least she's lowering the number of ounces that she's having it, which is good. But look how they play with your mind, because you probably thinking, oh, I was a big soda drinker, I'm not gonna have just that one soda. McDonald's, give me the soda, and they give you a small soda, and you thinking, oh, this can be much, and it's more than the 1 can you would have did. That's kind of stuff. Those mind games, those restaurants play mind games with us. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Tanya was just made a statement that was interesting. She said she don't eat out much. Now, since I've been, this is amazing because I told my cousin, I mean my cousin, I told my niece, I don't know why I don't have $1 billion because I stopped eating those restaurants about 3 weeks ago, and I didn't realize until I stopped going to them these last 3 weeks how much I didn't think that I was using the restaurants that much. I really did not think that, but what I think every time I say, okay, I gotta cook this, I gotta cook that, I know I used to go. Now I look back, even though I might not get the worst thing that they have at the restaurant, I still think I was going to the restaurants at least 4 times a week. That's ridiculous, y'all. That is ridiculous for at least 4 times a week. If the kids wasn't here or they were at their dad's house, it could have been maybe a couple more times than that because I just feel like, well, it's only me. I'll just stop here and get this. It's cheaper for me to have to get this one thing that I have all three of the kids. But then even when they were here, I might still go to the restaurant at least twice a week while they're here. While they're here. So maybe they would be here 4 days and maybe like one of the 2 days or something. I mean, one of the 4 days, possibly 2 of the 4 days, I would go. And that was ridiculous for me and ridiculous for them. So yes, let me see. And the harmful thing is that, oh, the sugar. Let me see. Hold on. I'm. Let me see if I can pull. I said I was going to pull the picture. I think I saved it up under favorites last time. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. I think I saved it last time so I could be able to show it. Because it's a chart that I have in my phone, right, y'all? Oh, I hope it pops up under my favorites. Because last time when I wanted to show it, I said, oh, let me make this favorite just in case I need to make reference to it again. It's a chart that they have out that has sugar in a Ziploc bag in front of everything that we drink, like water, Gatorade, soda, juice. And it shows like how much sugar is in there. Come on, chart. Man, I could have swore I said I was saving that thing. Lord, it's going to make me look through all of these pictures if I didn't. At another time, I'm going to have to post it if I don't see it. But we're going to Google some of it if I don't see it, y'all, because I can still find out. It's just that once you visually see the sugar amount, it's like, and I think I posted over here once before, too. Man, that's so unfair. Y'all look at this picture. I love this. This picture is a picture of my father's grandfather, my father's mom, my dad, me, my daughter Asia, and her first son Ace. So that's 6 generations, y'all. I created that years ago. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm subject. Hold on, let me find the sugar. Let me see if I can find it. Dang, nope. Okay. I'm going to have to go through the pictures. That's going to force me to go. Oh, I found it. Okay. So, okay, I want to tell you about that too. That's cute. Okay. But let me screenshot that so I can tell. I can talk about that at a later time. Okay, so here it is. It's called Rethink Your Drink, right? It's going to tell us how much sugar. Wait, just here live says. And the harmful thing. Okay, right. I was killing myself with those. Yes, but we don't realize it. We be killing ourselves with a lot of stuff just here to laugh. But until we learn better, that's why we learn better, we should do better. Justin said those Cokes are so addictive. Yes, I get a taste for soda every now and then, and I want that fizz. You don't, the fizz you don't like, yeah, I'll just have it, but not often. Good. Anything works in moderation. I don't care what it is. Anything works in moderation. My mom was addicted to Coca-Cola. Yep, for the longest, yeah. I was buying 13 cases when they go on sale. What? At Dollar General. I believe it. That orange iced tea drink from McDonald's. You like that? She said, oh, wow. Just here. That's a lot. Okay. 39 grams. That's what it was. Okay, I'm going to zoom it in. Oops. Hold on. How did the thing do that? That was weird. Wait. Hold on. Let me screenshot it because my phone doing weird stuff. Okay. So rethink your drink. I'm going to screenshot it. Let's go from, go back. So water. Water and Kool-Aid jammies are first, right? I'm going to show you the first two. So, of course, water doesn't have Or actually, I don't know why they said a little bit of water. I mean, a little bit of sugar is in water. Oh, maybe that's some kind of. Oh, that could be like in a sparkling water. That might not be regular water. So you see that little quarter of sugar? That's how much sugar. And that little pouch of Kool-Aid jam that you buy. See that little Kool-Aid jammies, I think they call them? I just call it, that's funny that I mentioned Kool-Aid. Last night, I was on somebody's live and they was saying Kool-Aid. I was like, Kool-Aid is something I think I never bought. I was like, well, let me make sure I remember. So I called Asia. I was like, did I ever give you and your brother some Kool-Aid? She was like, nah. I was like, that's what I thought. Because I'm looking like, I don't remember ever as an adult. My mom and dad used to make Kool-Aid, but I don't think I've ever bought any Kool-Aid before y'all. So that reminded me of this Kool-Aid jams. But look how much sugar is in the Kool-Aid jam. Y'all see that? In one little pack. Then we got, hold on. Wait, let me move it over so you can see the other one. Oh, my nose is itching. Oh, wait, I don't want to delete the picture. Hold on. Okay. So, the next one, oh, man. Laura didn't screenshot it. I got to go all the way back up and find this thing again, y'all. I'm sorry. I screenshotted it, though. Let me check my screenshots. Oh, let me go back to, hold on, edit. Revert. Okay. Revert to the original. Okay, there it is. Woo. Okay. So let me zoom in. Let me screenshot it so I can zoom in right. Because it's not letting me zoom in. Right on here. Okay. Okay, here we go. So then the next thing is what kids have at school. The carton of white milk or chocolate milk. Look at the white milk. That's the white milk, y'all. And the chocolate milk. I'm assuming it's maybe a tad bit more. In one carton. Oh, and I forgot to call a school about that almond milk too. I got to do that. Okay. Next one is Red Bull. And like, this is like just a big cup of soda like you might get from somewhere. A fountain soda. Maybe they're trying to represent a fountain soda. Look at the Red Bull. Look at the Red Bull. And one can of Red Bull. And one big mug. Like if you stop at a gas station or I guess at a restaurant and you get a fountain drink of that size, that's how much sugar is in there, y'all. That's how much sugar is in there. And then the last one is that doggone bottle of soda. Look at the soda. That almost looks like you could barely fit the sugar in a bottle. That's what we're doing, y'all. That's what we're doing. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Wait, I'm way up. Okay. I know, Chris. Not no more, though. That's right. Not no more. All you care about is not no more. You ain't got to look back on whatever it was because you can always work your body into health. All you got to do is move forward. You ain't even got to think about those sodas. Hey, TNT family. Hello, sister. I love you, too. But thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by the live. Chris said, good. I'm working on drinking enough water. Yes, this will force you to go into some water. This is like, if you did think you wanted something, you'll be like, that's okay. That's okay. So let me see. Hello to all in the chat. TNT family said, Chris, hello, TNT. She said, hello back to Chris. That one little pouch. And we giving it to our kids thinking, okay, I always had like a little thing about Kool-Aid, so I never gave my kids Kool-Aid. But even if I thought of Capri Sun, I wonder how much sugar, let's see how much sugar is in a Capri Sun. I gave them Capri Suns. I bet you that's crazy sugar too. Watch. How much sugar is in a Capri Sun? Let's see. Oh, wow. My grandson killed. See? Let me see. Hello, sister. I want to talk about another. Maybe I'll say that for another live. Because I want to talk about how we do things for kids. This is what we're coming back tomorrow to talk about. I hope I remember this. Chris, text me this so I don't forget. I want to talk about how I don't know what I want to title it. But how we think of things like getting, like when people make statements and say stuff like getting things that kids would like. Like kids will like what you introduce them to. Like They like what you introduce. They're not born saying, I'm a nugget baby, I'm a pizza baby, I'm a potato chip baby, or you got a Kool-Aid gene, or you got, they're not born like that. They like what we give them, period. So therefore, I want to have a conversation about how we have to get out of thinking that certain foods are for kids and some are for you as an adult when you decide to get healthy. Like, why you want to give your kids 90% of the diabetes they might get when they become an adult, and if they choose to continue on with bad habits that you gave them for 18 years and then they get diabetes. Like, I need for people to all stop always blaming that on our adult activity. It's not already, I mean, always our adult activity that causes that. Parents, grandparents have a lot to do with that a lot of the times, because in our mind, instead of us introducing our kids to the very foods that we learned that are good for us so that the kids can have a continued healthy lifestyle of eating because they've been introduced to that and exposed to what is good for them, we want to do a cop out and start saying like kids cereals, kids types of sandwiches, kids. It's not, there's no kid food or no. Text me, Chris, so I can make sure. I'm gonna have a conversation about that because that's a whole different story. Okay, let me see. Chris said, dang. Surrette said, hey, grandma, listening and driving. Okay, okay. Taya said, yeah, the sugar gonna get you every time. Every time. Let me see. Oh, I need my Red Bull. I get sugar free. Okay, good, good. Okay, TNT says, sister to the host, can I be your other mod? No, I already got my mods for both channels, and that's it for the mods. Chris said, so what did you need for the mod? What did you need, TNT? What did you want to do with the mod? Let me know. Chris says, so what do we drink? Water. What God gave us, water. Chris said, and don't even bring up wine. Ooh, let's see. How many grams of sugar is in a glass of Moscato? You know that's the worst. 15. Okay, a glass of Moscato typically contains between 5 and 15 grams of sugar. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be worse than that. Oh, wait. Okay, so if you get Moscato of D'Asti, I don't know what that is. I guess that's a brand. A typical 5-ounce glass of Moscato can contain about 16 grams of sugar, y'all. So the general Moscato ranges between 3 and 7 grams. Moscato wines can have up to 15 grams per glass. That's a lot. That's a lot for a glass. But then if you don't drink it often, then, I guess it would be almost like having a dessert or something like that. But if you drink it a lot, and if, say, you drink it a whole bottle, I done drunk a whole bottle before. Ooh, so that means that would probably be about 45 grams of sugar. Yes. Okay, TNT said, we used to drink Kool-Aid, but I'm not, oh, you don't anymore? Okay. Okay. Just here, Laugh said, so how is the little sugar-free single Kool-Aid and packets you put in your water bottles? I don't know how that works. Because I'm not going to say I've never. For years, it's been like since 2000, maybe like 5. I used to buy the Crystal Lights that go in the bottle. But I never bought the other. Like, I know I've seen those little things you put in there. I don't know how that works. I don't know, because anything that says sugar-free now, my antennas go up, because I've been trying to read up on that like in the last month or so. So as soon as something says sugar-free, my antennas go up. I'm like, okay, sugar-free, but what alternative sugar are you using? And the alternative sugar sometimes could possibly be worse than the regular sugar you would have had. So I don't know. When I see stuff that says sugar-free, I just don't believe them no more. I'm like, no, I'm not talking about just free of that. I'm talking about, what did you do instead of that? What did, like, give me all the raw ingredients. So I don't know how that is. We gotta research that. Tanya said, water has always been my go-to. Even as a child, I love water. Yes, water is the thing. And the earlier you teach your kids, like, you know how sometimes when babies are born, like, they have their milk, but in between, even though when you feed your babies, but like once they say when they're very young, like from the hospital, you're not supposed to give them water, because water is so thin that easy for them to kind of like strangle over trying to swallow it, right? But even though I always gave it to my kids, but that's the technical thing you're supposed to do. But once they get older, you know, to get from the, start coming from the formula, first thing, or breast milk or whatever you're giving them, the first thing people do is say, okay, now they can graduate to juice. But like, why not graduate to water or dilute that juice? Like, because it's no reason for kids to just start being pumped with sugar. There's no reason to do that. So I think the best thing to do is to start just giving them water, or do like you would normally do. Give them some cucumber water, or give them some, I don't know, watermelon water. Give them some, I don't know, strawberry water. All you got to do is infuse the water. Why are we giving the babies the juice? I'm telling you, we are the problem. We are the problem coming from young, like, we set the stage for obesity. There's no reason why we gotta say, oh, because the apple juices was so cute. I couldn't wait till my kids got the apple juice. I didn't know no better. But if I knew what I knew now, I'll be like, no, I'm gonna infuse their water. If I want them to have a flavored water, I will infuse it. And then I'm not gonna infuse it a lot, because I want them to develop a taste and a desire for water. Just water. We don't even give the kids a chance before we start giving them stuff. Then what we do when it's time for them to start eating, now this I did know back then, but I'm saying the average parent does not say, okay, then get ready to start on foods. If I'm not going to make my own food, let me go down the aisle. What am I going to pick? No, I don't want to do greens or peas. Oh, let's do peaches or applesauce and apricots and all of that, because we want them to develop a whole taste bud for sweet, instead of letting them get an acquired taste for the green beans and peas. Trust me, if you only gave them the green beans and peas, they wouldn't know nothing about no sweet taste of peaches and all that kind of stuff. We do that to the children ourselves. Like, it's up to us to start those taste buds and give them taste bud for things that are healthy for them. We do that, y'all. We crash the whole thing for the kids. Lexi, can you please scoot over? Oh, Lord. This girl, the way she just be, y'all don't understand. Okay, let me see. Hey, Sweat, drive safely. Look at she lay right back down there. Like, okay, that's enough. I gave you a half an inch. Let me see. I never wanted my kids to be fat, so I made them eat right. Yes. While I eat bad, that's what I used to do. I'm looking like, okay, I'm gonna make sure y'all have all the food groups here. I'll be right back. I'm go to the restaurant, like, okay, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have this. I'm telling you, I always had a much more you know, I just knew that I didn't want them to end up like me. And so I did my best to make sure that I put things before them that were healthy. And I know that it was so confusing for them. Most of the time, they didn't even know that I was doing that. But I could see when I got older, even though my daughter is overweight, she still knows what's what. And my son really, really carried the torch on, like, trying to eat so healthy. He really kept on with what I gave him. He kept on with that. He found value in that for his day in and day out life. So yes, that is the thing, that we set the standard. I used to eat my fast food, and then come on, me too, and cook. Still eat. I probably did that too. I'm telling you, it's so easy to do, but I'm still happy that I did that. I guess I'd rather sacrifice me than to sacrifice them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that I did that, because I still wanted to teach them, like, be better than me. But I just didn't. I just made them think that that's where I was too. And I don't know, maybe as kids they didn't know to think, like, why you like that if this is the way we eat or whatever. But they never questioned it, and they just ate the foods that I gave them. So I love the fact that I did at least do that for them. At least, like, I didn't allow candy. I rarely bought them stuff like chips. They know they had to take their own money or go to their dad's house or whatever. I never put that kind of stuff in the house. I never bought sodas. I rarely bought juice, like, just like I do my grandkids now. But still, like, you have to still teach your kids about exercise. Like, the other day, I asked Ace, I said, you want to go walking with me? And he was like, no. I was like, okay, maybe he was tired. Next day, I was like, you want to go walking today? And he was like, no, I'll stay here. So I had to sit down and talk to him. I said, you know what? For 2 days straight, I asked you to walk with me. I said, so you are not in football right now. I said, so that's being lazy. I said, you got 24 hours in a day. And if you have an opportunity to go take a walk, get some fresh air, and go walk, just walk. I said, you should be willing to do that, because that's going to form you to be lazy. It's not for you to just sit up here and think that once you finish doing your work, once you finish watching your TV show, once you finish with your wrestlers, once you finish reading, that's it. Now I can sit and lay and do that all day. I was like, no, you need to come and exercise with me. He thought about it. I could see him thinking about it. He was like, Okay, and he wouldn't put on his clothes. Like, I had to sit down and teach him that it's a reason why I'm doing this, and you should be doing this right now too. It's healthy for you to do it, just as healthy as it is for me to do it. TNT said, "Why do our kids like to eat junk food, but when we try to give them healthy food, they don't like to eat it?" Most of the time, it's because we introduced it to them, and they decide they have acquired a taste for it, and now they want more of that than the average meal that they should be having. Let me see. What? I don't know what that person talking about. Okay. Okay, Perdon. I don't know what you're talking about, or XD. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and come back. Let me see. So water and wine? Is that pretty good? That's what Chris is saying. Chris said I just bought me some public lemonade. Oops. Oh my God. Saran, Lord, let me see. Welcome to the TNT family show. Said I was just want to do it, so no trolling, and make sure people put up the thumbs up and make sure they do what they should do. Oh, okay, no problem. Thanks a lot. Saran and Chris, they're in here, so they'll take care of it for me. Thank you. Hey, Tracal, you made it in here. Let's see. Welcome to TNT family. Said it's Splendor. Is that okay to use? That type of, I don't know, because I don't use sugar. I hear people talking about Splendor. What else? I think I got some, what you call that? Monk fruit in there that I haven't tried. That's supposed to be, I never tried it. I probably bought it like months ago now. But I hear about all those alternative sugars. But because I don't have anything that I have to like alter the sweetness for, I've never used that. I know my mother uses Sweet Low. She's been using Sweet Low all my life, right? But I don't know. I don't use any of those alternative sweeteners because I'm not like a real big coffee drinker. Whatever Starbucks put in my chocolate almond milk shake and espresso venti decaf light ice, whatever they put in there, I really don't even know what it is. So I don't use artificial sweetener, so I have no idea. I can't even tell you. Trigaf said, that is so true. True, Chris said. Talk about the kids. TNT said, I feel like if we want our children to eat more better, then we should do it. Yes, because we are the teacher. Yes, and we are their leaders, and they do what they see us do. Absolutely. Like, the best thing you can do is lay the foundation. Don't let nobody make you think, like, people just used to, like, when I have a salad, I'll make my grandkids a salad. They're like, you gonna make those kids eat a salad? No, actually, they asked me about the salad because they watched me eat the salad. They've been eating salad since they've been able to eat lettuce because, you got to wait till kids are about a year old so it doesn't, so they can know how to chew well enough to get the lettuce down. But they've been eating salad. So I'm not making them eat salads. It's, first of all, it's what they should be eating. Second of all, they asked me about the salad. And third of all, I care about their health. So before I start bringing out something like the nuggets that I might give them tomorrow, I'm going to give them the salad today. Like, no. They're not going to be like that. I want to introduce them to every fruit or vegetable, especially the vegetables that I eat. I want them to have the same desire for it. Why do I want them to wait? Hold on, y'all. Ace, you're 9 years old. You got about 30 more years before you need to focus on vegetables. Come on now. That don't even sound right. Let me see. Chris said, I do better with my son and structure through during the school year. The summer has been very much go make your own breakfast. Uh-oh. And lunch. You say and lunch. To be honest, yes. But if you have healthy things, listen, this is what I'm saying, like with kids. Just like we meal prep, and kids like to snack, I bet you if you went and took some time to go to the store, had them help you meal prep the, better, options, have them help you to meal prep, have them put it in the refrigerator, let them know, like, for the week when you want a snack or whatever, or even if you want to have them help you meal prep for the week with dinner or breakfast or whatever it's going to be, or if it needs meal prepping, do that, put it in the refrigerator, and let them know, okay, this is what you can grab for whatever. Because your son is older. He could do that. So he could do it for snacks. They could go get it, and they can have healthy choices versus saying, okay, I'm going to get this box of chips. I'm going to get this case of soda. I'm going to get this big box of fruit snacks. I'm going to get like all these things that just are quick and convenient and made to get the kids to do exactly what I just explained McDonald's did to us. Instead of doing that, Find a way to find a little time to meal prep with them so that they will have healthy options. Okay? I think that's a good idea. Let me see. Chris says Sunday I will reset everything. Okay, okay. Taya says, sweat me too. I love Publix lemonade. But I also got the sweet tea too to mix it. I've been hearing about we don't have Publix, but people been talking about that Publix lemonade. It must be good. Let me see. You use Mark for I don't even know nothing about it. I had a couple of people say something about it, and I was like, it sounds like something I should have. I went and bought it. But like I said, I don't have stuff I should sweeten. So I don't even what you use your monk food for. I don't even know. I'm looking like I got this, but what am I gonna use it for? I don't only what do I use sugar for? I use sugar for when I make spaghetti, I put like a tablespoon of spaghetti in it. Sometimes when I make guacamole, I might put like a half a teaspoon in it. What else do I use sugar for? That's about all I use sugar for. So my sugar lasts me forever in a day. And so I never have to sweeten nothing. I don't use no sugar in no smoothies or nothing like that. I don't really make coffee at home, so I don't use it that. So I don't really use sugar for anything. So that's it. That's all I use it for. It lasts forever. So I bought it. I don't know why I bought it. I was thinking, well, I guess maybe I should have brought it out. So instead of using the sugar and the spaghetti, I could have used the monk fruit. But I didn't. I kind of forgot until now bringing it up that I had it. Okay, so I don't know. And then Tanya, it's a Terrace kind of thing. Notification just came over my screen, made me remember. Tanya went walking today, y'all, with a weighted vest. Now, Terrace been doing his weighted vest for a while on his page. I'm looking like, I don't need no more weight on me, so I don't know about that. So Tanya had it today. And so I was like, well, let me look this up now. Terrace and Tanya got the vest on. Let me look it up and see if it helps. Because I got to be, some stuff people do. Like, people think that the what you call it, the goalies help you lose weight. The apple cider vinegars. Y'all, don't listen to me. Look it up. Google, how does it help you lose weight? Does it help you lose weight? And it'll tell you no. It's just a gummy, a sugar gummy that's going to make you feel like you're doing something, basically. All research says it does not do anything. So I'm thinking, so I will research stuff most of the time before I do it. I've been trying to get into that because I've been buying a lot of crazy stuff, just seeing people do it, and then forget after I order and be like, wait, before I do this, let me look it up. And I look it up and it'd be like, no use for it. I'd be like, I should have looked it up first. So Terrace had it, now Tanya's had it. So I was like, let me see what it's going to do, like really. Because I was going to do it when Terrace did it, but I was like, I'm not going to be fooled. Will work for somebody, for other reasons, might be something else, might not be what I need it for. So I looked it up, and it does say that it helps increase reducing calories, and it helps strengthen the muscles, and it helped. What else was it? It was a couple of things that it's good for. So I did say I'm going to go ahead and get one, but I just don't want a heavy one because I got enough weight to carry it. I'm looking like, man, what if I go to the doctor and they say I lost 10 pounds? Then I'm gonna put the 10 pounds on my back? But I guess it's okay if I'm just walking with it. But I'm already trying to get these steps in. I don't want nothing to discourage me from getting a step. So I'm going to work on that. Okay, Tanya said, Papa loves salads too. Yes, they love what you introduce them to. People, if kids don't see their parents or people around them like eating salads, and then somebody start putting the salad, like Maddie, even though her parents do eat salads, I don't know why she like this, but I'll tell you her experience with when she sees stuff like that. Like if you put some green beans on her plate, she'll be like, I don't want that. If you put a salad, I don't want that. Like, soon as she see that it's green, it's like, she go crazy. Like, no, I don't want whatever is green. She has a thing about foods that are green. And vegetables are green. Even though she's a very, very, very picky eater. I understand that. But a lot of kids feel like that about green foods. Soon as they see the green, they feel like you're making them do something. And they had to get that from somewhere. So who didn't teach you that the greener the food is, the better it is? That's a mindset. There is no reason for kids to start thinking green is bad. It's a mindset. So the only reason why they would be thinking that is because we gave them that, we gave them the perception in their mind before they even got a chance to develop it on their own. That's the only reason why. Either we did it, somebody did it. That's how it got there. So we need to make sure that we are practicing, encouraging them and making them feel like the greener the leaf, the sweeter the taste, whatever it is. We need to be trying to get that in their mind so they won't have that perception of food. Let's see. TNT said, well, my doctor said that Splenda is okay to use. Wait, okay to use sugar cause. Okay to use sugar because I'm a diabetic. Okay, well, good. There y'all go. Splendid. If y'all need a sweetener, I don't need no sweetener in my life because it's nothing that I sweeten. But if y'all need to sweeten and y'all look it up, her doctor said it, consult with your doctor. And if they say Splenda is good, that's good. I just don't know about it because I don't use sweeteners. But some people need a sweetener. They need it for their coffee, or I don't know, they might use sugar for something. I don't normally use it. I just use it for spaghetti. But if y'all use it, check on Splenda. That'll be an option for y'all. Hey, Justice, you made it in. Chris said, hey, Justice. Trical said, Aiden loves salad. Good. He takes the front. Oh, my God. Trical, tell Aiden I'm so proud of him. These kids, this is the good thing about nutrition nowadays, y'all. Because back in the day, you know, like, we ate more vegetables. Like in my family, I did because, like, of course, my family they was gonna have like all the pig feet, pig ears, pig, and all of the pork chops and steaks and cube steaks and all of the meat or whatever that I don't eat now. But we also had like greens, black eyed peas, pinto beans, like a lot of cabbage, like a lot of vegetables, right? And then fast food took over for a lot of years after that, and then they kind of like set the set the bar for what restaurant could beat the next restaurant. And then people got into restaurant food, right? But then, so kids strayed away from more natural foods. So now people are sick of this. Parents are getting sick of this with their kids. They're getting sick of it with themselves, and they are bringing back nutrition. Like over like the last 5 years, people are sick of this. Like that's why you see all that in the stores: gluten-free, fat-free, reduced. You see all of that because they try to fight against. They're trying to win the fight with this grocery because they know people are getting sick of it, right? So they're looking like, we know we tried to entice you with saying that the Frosted Flakes was frosted. You got more sugar. Wait, y'all don't want the sugar? Okay, reduce sugar. They try to bag up and do this in these grocery stores to mess with our mind, right? But if we can do like what Trical is doing, and so many other parents, Tanya is doing as a grandparent, if we can like continue on with that and teach these kids that this is good. Now look at how like back in the day, like when I didn't ever bring no lunch. I remember always wanting to take a lunch because it seemed like such a thing to do, but I ate the lunch there. And I'd be packing up some pinto beans or something like that if I would have took lunch. But the couple of kids, used to be like a handful of kids they brought their lunch all the time. I ain't never seen a salad in a school. I ain't never seen a salad. I'm talking about I haven't seen them bring a salad. They used to give a salad in the school every once in a while. I think we had that with the pizza. And when I tell you, if it was 5 pieces of lettuce on there, it would be good. Like that would be the smallest thing. The piece of pizza would be this big old rectangular thing. And then the salad was the size of a $50 basically. So yes, so tell Aiden I'm so proud of him for taking that salad. We need to do challenges. Whoever is making their kids lunch for school, like today, my daughter said she'll think that they like the menu or what they had on the menu. She sent a Lunchable. I was like, okay, don't get started. I said, okay, so maybe next time you can send them like a orange or apple with it or something like that. I was like, oh my God. But I never had to worry about that, with them or whatever. They just started school. But I'm glad you said that because like now, Monday, I'm going to tell my daughter to make sure they have their lunch bags with them on Friday when I get them. And I'm making them, do I got some bowls? I'm going to go get some small container bowls, disposable bowls. And I'm going to, or I might even buy them some that they put in there, they can put back in their lunch. My daughter can keep them there until I get them again. And I'm going to make sure they have a salad for lunch on Monday. Thank you, Chacal. Okay. Beautifully Hills said, I only use it for my coffee. Okay. But the other morning for the monk fruit. But the other morning when I made my coffee and left, I forgot to, add the monk fruit. And realized I didn't need it. Oh, okay. The creamer wasn't enough. Because I heard that sugar is in creamer, I believe. Yeah. What is it called? Creamette? Can you tell me if sugar is in creamette? Coffee creamer? Sugar is a key ingredient in many commercially produced coffee creamers, y'all. And I heard that a while ago. That it was in a creamer. I didn't know. I think I was doing something. I think I was on one of those diets where you drink a lot of coffee. And it was like telling us don't drink the creamer because sugar was in it, I think. So, yeah, that was years ago. But I heard that, yeah, but the sugar is in a creamer, so you probably don't have to, if you're trying to watch your sugar, you probably don't have to have it, or you can try letting the creamer be enough. Because, look, Tanya said she made a mistake and discovered that the creamer was enough. So, bam, look, she don't even eat the monk fruit. So, yes, Tanya, is it a taste difference at all in the monk fruit and the sugar? Justice said, I love public teas, especially the blackberry and sugar tea. Now, I saw a blackberry flavored lemonade today in those sparkling waters that I bought. And I was going to get the blackberry lemonade because I was like, that sounds good. I don't remember how blackberries taste. I've tasted them before, maybe like 2 or 3 times in my life, but I don't know. I'm not crazy about a blueberry, but I've acquired a taste for blueberries. I like the bigger ones. I like the bigger ones. And so I wonder if I would like a blackberry now. But that sounds good, Justice. Chris said, Tracal, tell Ada to tell Katie to eat his vegetables, please. Right. Let me see. That sounds good, Justin. It does sound good. Justin said, hey, y'all. Tracal said, I always tell Ada, taste things first before you say you don't like it. Yes. Exactly, exactly. You taste it first, because people are, because I'm bad about that too with stuff I say. Like I say, I don't like cheesecake, but it's like I never tasted it. So like if I haven't tasted it, I'd be like, no, I don't like that. But I don't need nothing else to like. But kids, you want to let them know. Yes, you need to taste it. And just because kids don't like something when they're 1 does not mean they don't like it when they're 2. It does not mean they're not going to like it when they're 3. Kids' taste buds change. For a long time, Ace loved bananas. Then he went to say, I don't like bananas. Now he back on bananas. So when kids say that they don't like stuff, it means for that palate that they have now, check back with them in some months or a year, and it might be the best thing that they like. I'm telling you. What is a good step count daily? Well, you know that they say 10,000. 10,000 is supposed to be the rule. You can go over or you can go under, but 10,000, what did I get? Oh, I'm on the phone to tell me. Because I got to make sure I get my, like 1,000 more steps in at least today. They say that 10,000 is the rule. When I lost weight before, I did live by the 10,000 rule at least. And some days it would go up to 30,000. I tried to get between 10 and 30,000. Then when I start going crazy, when I start feeling like I need to lose a pound a day and going crazy, staying in the pool for 4 hours a day, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night, and like eating barely no calories like crazy. I did that for like a month. It was ridiculous. So yeah, I lost between September and December, I lost 70 pounds. It was like real extreme. But I did get like, it was a couple times I did 100,000 steps. Like I was just really unhealthy obsession I had with it. But anything like 10,000 is supposed to be able to help you lose if you're losing, or maintain if you try to maintain, based on your, the food you take in, the carbs you take in, sugars, calories, and stuff like that. Okay, let me see. Tracal said, oh, he likes fried asparagus, like sauteed asparagus or fried asparagus. I never had that. Calamari, mushrooms, and more. Good for Aiden. Good for him. That means his mama is doing something right. Let me see. He might not eat it all the time, but he will eat enough. Good. That is really good. That's good. Let me see. Chris said, nice. Hey, Chill Crew. She said, hey, I love the motivation of healthy living blessings. Yes, we're getting it together on this channel. Like the more, listen, y'all gonna see a reflection of this. You're gonna see that this channel is gonna be a reflection of me. Y'all know when I first open it, I ain't really have much to say. That's because I know I was doing all the wrong things. Then I dap in it because I was only dapping it in my real life. And then I'm looking like, okay, I'm going to do a little bit more because I was trying to do a little bit more. And I was like, oh, then I ignored it a little while, like, because I fell off. But what you see, like the consistency on it now, is a direct reflection of the consistency I'm having in my real life. The whole purpose of this channel was for it to be a reflection. I wanted to be healthy lifestyle, like in mindset and, like finances. Woo, sitting on this thing. Like mindset, finances, relationships, and other areas. But for my journey, because I'm not in a relationship and I'm not like wanting to focus on anything else, for primarily right now, I want my weight loss journey to be. So for me, it's weight loss. But other people can have other things. This particular conversation is healthy eating, because Chris won't talk about that over here. But that's what I made the channel for. So it's for my journey on here is going to have a direct reflection of where I am on trying to get through that journey. So yes. She said, Pennsylvania, girl, my mom and daddy would have had some fried corn in there, pork chop probably, some biscuits with that. He would have definitely did biscuits with that, yes. They would have been like, okay, a Hershey's candy bar, everything would have been in there. Let me see what your cow said. Ada just said, Ma, Grandma went live and said, what did he say? Let's cut a watermelon. He said he knows everything you have going on with. Let me do. I got to do something else for my kid, y'all. I know it's supposed to be an adult channel. It's not supposed to be made for kids, but I got. I'm telling you, Saret will send me a video of Zion, like literally looking at, like he might have found like something with the kids on there or whatever. Like, what was the last thing when we were making those freeze pops? But I have kids like literally watching the show. It be little kids. And so it's like, I know it's an adult channel, but it make me feel like I need to be doing something for the kids. This is crazy. This is too crazy, y'all. But, okay. So I got to think of something else. Either that or I got to create another channel for children that does stuff. I might have to do that, y'all. I might have to do that. Maybe I have to do a made for children's channel. And then I'll have, like, I could, like, really bring out some content, just giving it to them. Because I be feeling bad. That is too funny. Chris said, they used to it. You're right. Yes, they are used to it. Chill Will said, hello, everyone. I pray our journey onto a healthier life. Yes, and weight loss be successful in Jesus' name. Amen. I'm with you on that. Touch and agree. Y'all touch and agree with that. Chakal said, I want to try the bento box with fruits, veggies, and something else. I don't know what it yet. I never heard of that before. I never heard of that. I know you said bento box, but it made me think of the birria tacos. I don't know, because of the B probably. I bought, yesterday, y'all, I went to go get the rest of the ingredients, which I will hope I make it tomorrow. I never had the birria tacos, right? And so I was mad about that because I didn't even know nothing about it until I stopped. I mean, like years after I stopped eating meat. And I'm like, they always make those birria tacos look so doggone good. I'm like, oh, I'm so mad. I'm never going to be able to taste it because all the recipes always said using a beef or it was or chicken they use or different stuff that was used, the pork they use. So why did I find a vegetarian recipe, y'all? I got the oyster mushrooms. That I'm either gonna try the no, not the oyster mushroom. I'm getting that for something else. I bought the jackfruit. So I'm gonna use the jackfruit as the meat substitute, and I'm finally making me some birria tacos, y'all. I'm so excited. I got the rest of the ingredients tomorrow, so hopefully I'll do it tomorrow. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it as a live, a premiere, or a video. I don't know. I gotta think about that. I don't know. Let me see. What is the bento box? Tell me what the bento box is. Like, you order it or something? Let me see. I love it. What is bento boxes, Chris? Do you know about it? Chakal said, Chris, I showed him a video. He said he'll try it. What is a bento box? What grade is he going to, Chakal? He's in the second now. Oh, I didn't know Ada is in the second grade with Mia. Mia's in the second grade. Okay. Taya said, Northern Monk fruit tastes like a regular sugar. Oh, okay. I used to use Splenda until I found out about monk fruit. Okay. Okay, I don't have, whenever I'm about to use sugar again, I'm going to use that monk fruit because I never used it. Like, I hope it stays good because it's been months ago that I bought it. Chris said, aw, hey, Real Spill. How you doing, Real Spill? Chris said, hey, Real Spill. Sweat said, Zion thinks Gabba is his friend. Yes, man, I got to do something about that for real. Chris said, I think Black and brown families utilize food as a way to bring people together. You know that. And to show love is deeply rooted. It is, but can be changed. It can either be changed. Shout out to from Philippines. Hello, Barala. Baralo, is that Baralo? Thanks for coming in. I hope you subscribe to the channel, like the live, and make sure you come back, okay? Now, I think we do, yeah, that's deeply rooted. We could change it, but even if we don't change it to not exist in that way, we could definitely change it for changing the foods that we present if we're going to have it. Like the coming together and the eating could be healthy. It's the foods that we present that's what's unhealthy. So like, instead, like, my family already know, like, they get so, especially when I first stopped eating meat, I'm like, okay, I'm bringing the chickpea salad, or I'm bringing like something like that. I'll do it. They'll be like, oh my God, here you go, or all that. But now they're doing more of that, like on their own, because they're already making those changes in their life so they can understand where I was coming from. So we don't always have to have food like that. Like literally you can say seafood, because seafood is less calories, and depending on how you cook it, like if you're not cooking it with a lot of butter or whatever, it's definitely more healthy for you. Or you can say, let's have come together, we're going to have different kind of salads. Everybody bring a different kind of salad, stuff like that. So what we can make some changes on what we bring, or you can just say all together when we get together, if people eat before they come, we can do something else once we get together. But we can change it. We definitely can change it. That's for sure. Everybody say hi to Baralo. Let me see. True Christian Cow said, just here the last said, is that the lunchbox that keeps food hot? Let me see. It can. Send that to me, Chakal, because I want to know what that is. Dang, wait. Send it to me through Messenger what you're talking about, because I want to see what you're talking about. Good, and you real spell good. Okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Glad to see you in the chat. Chakal said, Google Bento. Okay. For kids. Google Bento. Is it Bento? Where is it? Bento box? Box for kids. Oh, I bought one of these. These all like the box. Okay. So I bought one of these boxes. Remember I showed you on the short? I bought those for when we sneak the food in the movies. So wait, you said keeping it hot though. No, it don't keep. Mine is just a regular plastic thing that y'all saw in the video. And it just got those little compartments. And I just put like the little different things so we can use that for the for the snacks in the movie. But I need to do it. I need to have the kids like me. They can really meal prep that and use that while they're here too. I never thought about doing it here. I just kind of used it for the movies and I used it for the park one time. But really, they can do that. But I guess any other time they really just go to the snack cabinet. I mean, snack shelf. So hold on. Let me see. Google Bento Box for kids. I'm sure once you see it, you will be making the for your grandkids. You can add different things. So yeah, they got those. I bought 4 or 5 of them. I usually buy one for Izzy in case he comes over. Yep, I got those. Let me see, to me, like a do it yourself. Yep, little Lunchables. Yep, I got those. Like it's just, I think I got the one with 4. They had one like with 6. They had 8. Then they had a big, like my niece, she got a big one. Her and my both Shemati and Monty, they got one. They sent me a picture. I know I don't still have that picture. I bet I still don't have the picture. Let me see. She sent it to me when they did theirs. Let me see if it's under our pictures. I probably took it out. Y'all know my storage stay messed up. Aw, dang. Let me see if Shemati sent it to me. Oh, sure. No, I gotta take pictures out like as soon as I get them, y'all, because of my storage. But they sent me a picture. They was going to the movies together, and they had one like with 8 different things. I'm like, y'all are not gonna sit up there and eat all that different stuff like that. But yes, they were so excited. So yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep, like little Lunchables. Yes, good ideas. Those are good ideas. So y'all, that's enough. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all in case people don't know what it is. Hold on. And then like this is what she said. This is okay, like these little things. Oh, they don't show. Oh, okay, here we go. So like those, you just make like you can do pretzels or grapes or berries or I don't know, like crackers or a little, if you eat lunch meat, little different kind of lunch meat or whatever, and kind of like, I don't know about them keeping that stuff hot and cold. Maybe they got different ones. Mine is just like a little plastic. So I don't think it's designed to keep that hot or cold unless I didn't read it or something. But yeah, that's what those are. I guess they're called, what y'all say it's called? I didn't even know it was called nothing. Bento boxes. I guess they're called bento boxes. So if y'all got little kids, grandkids, try, instead of buying the Lunchables, try doing that with like, the food straight from where they, like not processed, with less processed foods. So you can put like vegetables, like if they eat carrots. My cousin told me the other day, what did she say? All I know is I said, no, I can't eat I had to throw away my carrots. She said, don't eat the baby carrots because, I gotta ask her again. Dang, all I know is I threw them out. She said, get the regular carrots that you have to like peel. because of something. I forgot. I'm gonna get that information and bring it back to you. I forgot why. All I knew is I was like, dang, I just bought that big old bag of carrots. But yeah. Okay, let me see. Those boxes are nice. They are nice. They are nice. The kids had so much fun filling them up when we did that short of us at the movies. Ace, when we saw, we did stop at Subway and get the little not $5 nacho thing too. But you know, like, and we did end up getting popcorn too. But still, it was better than like they don't normally ask me for the candy, but it was something different to do. It was something different to do where we was able to just like fill it up with stuff they like, and it just I don't know. He was just happy about eating it during the movie, so it was a good way to like if you do have like little vegetables in there or whatever to get the vegetables in during that time or something, or a little more protein for them or something. Last year, Kaden, had a little stainless steel container that would keep food hot in the bento. Right. Oh, so you put it in the bento, then you had a container that you put the bento in. Nice. Okay. Because I think I will have to look forward to like maybe I tell my kids that every Monday they can look forward to. I don't know what Asia might do it, but every Monday they can look forward to a uh what you call it? What they call them? Hot lunch or what? I mean, what they call them when kids have cold lunch. I think they call them cold lunch. I forgot what they call them. They can have the home lunch, whatever it is, and I'll make something for them. Okay, they just sent me this bento lunch box. Oh, they got a bento lunch box. Okay, why didn't it come? Oh, let me tell y'all this too earlier. Y'all know I've been telling y'all forever about the time and table knives, right? I've been telling y'all about how my daughter bought me those knives years in 2020 and how they're the best knives ever. Y'all see me cutting and using them to see that they are like the best. Ain't no like trying to really do nothing. They slice like razors, right? So Chacal on the last live found them for us. Now this is not the set that I have. I've been seeing sets. It's not like the what do they call it, holographic, like kind of like colors that I have, or what do they call it? When they have that flipping color, like whatever it is. These are not those, but it's still time and table. These are, and I think it was a set of 3. I thought it was 4, but it might be 3. Just like this, they came with little covers just like that, and they are only $16.78. So if y'all see these, y'all need to buy these, okay? Because you're not gonna. I doubt if they made mine sharp and didn't make the rest of their knives sharp. So evidently, it's their, it's what they do. So that's the knives I want to show y'all. But wait, I think Chris just sent me something to show y'all. Okay, hold on, let me see. Oh, this is how stupid my storage is. Watch y'all. Watch this when I click on this. Wait, I gotta go to the thing. Okay, now Chris has said, look, she's sending me something, but it's not coming through. Y'all hear it? It's not coming through. And then if I click, look, it just go back to my icons. That is so crazy. Okay, let me see. It won't. Here, I got to turn the phone. I'm going to turn it off and then back on. Sometime that help. It might come through. Okay, let me turn it off for a little while. Okay, pour hot water in the container. Oh, pour hot water in the container before you add the food so that that remains hot. Okay, I gotta look to see if I got if it has a bottom to it. Y'all making me want to go look at it now. Let me see. Last year, okay, I got that. Okay, Tracal said Chris Ada has a stainless steel bowl for his Chipotle. And when he takes salads, okay. To keep the salads cold. Chris said, yes, Tracal, Ada eats good. Right. Hey, Mark. Mark said, what's up, get my in chat. Say hi to everybody. Jude said, hell yeah. Jude, did you subscribe? Let me see. Mark said, hi to everybody. Real Spill is speaking. Gamma, have you been to the school yet? Yes, Mark. I was there yesterday morning. When I went to go see them in, I went live before they got there. I got there about an hour and a half early, and I went live while I was there. Devastated. Broke down. Totally devastated. Chris said, Mark, you know she was not gonna go up there. Yes. Hey, T-Lo. Chris, I know she does. Right. I didn't go back up there yet. Today was their second day. So I didn't go. I'm gonna go on Friday though. Chris said, wait. Where's those from, the knives? The one that Tracal sent came from Walmart. They came from Walmart and it was 16, I think 16.78. Those are at Walmart. I'm telling y'all, if y'all want a good knife, y'all see me using it all the time. I've been trying to tell y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all for almost 2 years now. Buy these knives. Like they're the best knives I've ever had. The best knives I've ever had. Let me see if Chris' message came through now. This phone is crazy, y'all. Let's see if it shows us. See, now it's showing us. I'm telling you, this phone is crazy. Oh, look at the whole set. Hold on. Wait a minute. Why did it jump off of there? Wow, this is... Why you send me that? How much this cost? $30. Why you send me this when you know $30 for me mean $90? I'm ready to fight this. I'm about to fight this. I'm going to rebuke this. I'm about to rebuke it. Look at that little ice pack. Look at that. The little ice pack that comes. This is the whole pack, y'all. $30. I'm rebuking it, though. I'm rebuking it. $30, but it comes with these compartments. And look at the little compartment, like if they have soup or something. You see the little, container? And then, this is the little spoon set. And a little container. And then, now what is that? I don't know what that is. But look at the little thing if they have something cold. It has a little ice pack thing that comes with it. I'm not going to do it. So, wait. This is... I don't know why you want to put a tomato in there, but... Oh, it's telling you maybe the size or something. Maybe it's trying to let you know what the size is like. Like big enough for a tomato. Oh, and then look how we got all the stuff for all the other stuff to fit up top. It's leak proof, shock resistant. I'm not doing it. That is so cute. That is so cute. Let me see. Wait, where are those from? Oh, the knives, Walmart. Okay, let me see. Kristen, hi, Ju. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, please. Mark said, I remember my first day in, I thought, wait. I remember our first day in, I thought kindergarten. I think kindergarten, I would stay every time my mom and dad turned around to leave, I followed them. Your mommy, try to get out of there. See, that's why I do believe in kids. I feel the only thing that make me feel good about my grandkids is that if you would have asked them at the beginning of this year about school, Ace would have just started. I think I got a video because I was cracking up whenever they made me mad about not wanting to do their work, or not Ace basically. And I'd be like, that's why you just going to school. I'm not going to be bothered with this. You can just go to school and let this be somebody else's problem. And then he'd be like, no, I don't want to go to school. I don't know. It used to be so scared. And they'd be like, Grandma, we don't want to go to school. I don't know what they thought school was, but they didn't want to go. But by the time, I don't know, my daughter told them stuff or whatever, but by the time it was time for them to get ready to go, I guess like in a couple of weeks, they started being excited. Like they was trying to baby me about it. It was like, Grandma, we're going to the school with our teacher, but you can still be our teacher. You still gonna be my favorite teacher. I still want to learn stuff at your house. You know, I was saying stuff like that to try to pacify me. So they ready. So I feel better because they're ready. Now, if she would have tried to do it when they were saying no, then I would have had to put my foot down and be like, no, they're not going. But they started being excited about it. And so I was just like, just let it go. Let me see. My bad self. Aw. No. I'm sorry. Chris said, my bad. It's so cute. Oh, the little sad. Wait, hold on. I'm missing something. Oh, no, that's it. Oh, yeah. Sit in this thing. It is cute. But I'm scrolling right out of there. Okay, let me say. They have more. That was just the first one I saw. I don't know. Okay, Chakal said, I need that one too. Not. See, Kristen, Chakal, that's easy for them to say because they trying to get that from one child. Every time I do something, like a lot of times, Izzy may have a lot of stuff, or I don't know what happens with this cold lunch, or I don't have access to him like during the week or whatever. But with Asia's kids, if I get one, I got to get another. That'd be 3. And so like even with the little boxes that I bought, I had to get 4 in case Izzy come over. So mine is times 4. Everything I do has to be times 4. So I just be like, God, other people can get away. Like if they're like if somebody go to a carnival, I see people going up to the thing and they're like, yep, give me another band for my child. The band is $20. When I walk up and get the band, it's $60. Like, or if I got Izzy with me, it's $80. Like I'm like, Lord. Whew. Let me see. That's the one I was looking at on Amazon. Okay, just hit live. That's the one you was looking at. Tracal, just sent it to you. Yep, I got it. I got it. I don't remember seeing an ice pack though. That's what. Yep, it said an ice pack in there. Oh, little Mark. Let me see. What grade? They are in second, third, and fourth. Mia's in second, Maya's in third, and Ace is in fourth. Man. Yep. I gotta call them tonight and ask them how did things go today. Because every day I told them I'd be calling y'all every day to see how things went. So yes. So thank y'all for coming in here. Some of y'all was in live early on It's Grandma's World. And if you're here and you're still in the chat, I want to say thank you for coming in. Thanks for all the likes. Always, yeah, that's good. Always making sure that you're hitting the like button. Hopefully I got a couple new subscribers over here. Make sure y'all are looking out for the lives I'll be doing every day on both channels. I'm trying to be definitely more consistent over here, and adding some things to It's Grandma's World. So y'all make sure y'all step in. If y'all not available, make sure y'all hit the replay. Hit the replay, okay? Okay, I'm gonna see y'all later because y'all know I gotta go play spades, y'all. I gotta go get ready to create a game.